They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, it's Savage. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, that's an awesome job by the defense there. Anticipating quick throw, but how about the pressure hitting the quarterback? Really, no shot for a completion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Right side, it's Harris. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And I like having matchups outside like this. Guys that I know will win right away. 3rd down, find my guy, get him the rock, he gets the 1st down.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big 1st down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got him downfield. Could be an alley. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big 1st down on an explosive. But, David, 3rd down defense, it's one thing to allow a 1st down, but you've got to make tackle.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
7, Minnesota, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here's Gibson to begin the drive.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Smith takes the handoff. Across the 25, he's got room. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Golden Gophers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball on the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ballgame?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt, and I'm making memory of all this stuff. Did it work? What were they in? Can I get back to this later?
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Golden Gophers are facing 3rd and inches. Trying to squeak through the pile. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
You got to love that 3rd down, man. 3rd and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on 3rd and short, getting that next set of downs.
Keeps it on the ground. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down.
You got to love that if you're the head coach. Watching your defense and watching the big fella at D-tackle play with that kind of relentless pursuit to the football. One of the reasons it's hard to run against them is they've got everybody playing with effort. Did you see him fly to the football and make that play on the outside? That was awesome.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. To the back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snapped on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Jacksonville State's offense comes out ready to start this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Selling the fake. Still looking to his right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Burrowing for yardage. Inside the 40. Breaks into the open. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
14, Minnesota 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got enough for the first down. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The play fake. Out wide left, it's Savage. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
By the back. Gain of 13. Good enough for a first down.
First down here for the offense. Looking for room, it's Savage. He breaks a tackle.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Right back to the well. There he goes. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Hands it off. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. He'll come through on 3rd down. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, all signs looking real positive for this offense here. This drive looks a little bit different, though, than the last one, right? The last one was just a couple of plays, big plays, and a touchdown. This one, they're being a little bit more methodical. But when you convert 3rd downs, you stay on the field. This offense, they can do it a lot of different ways. They can hurt you with their matchups. They can play at different tempos. This has looked really good.
And this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
The fake wants to throw. Buying time to his right. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Lost the throw on 1st. Rolls right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On play action. Here comes the heat. He'll throw it. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Got a little space. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Hauls it in at the 25. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Harris. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Jacksonville State.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh center downs going to the air. Stepping to the right. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with Kent State taking on the number 10 team, the Kentucky Wildcats.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there.
And it's the Golden Flashes sneaking out of here with an upset victory. And have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The give is to Smith. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
They were all over it.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's what...
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Needs it here on fourth down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Oh, he's got some space.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might as well run him again. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Drops back on first down. Makes the catch, and he's free. Running inside the 20. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
28, Minnesota, 7.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back.
Here we go.
Smith takes the handoff. Fights off the defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Gibson. He's got enough. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
Here we go. Ready. Go, go.
Handoff for Jarrett. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Got to make the play on 4th. Rush is on. He'll try to do it himself. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. Give to the single back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field. They wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Powers through the defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The handoff. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Gibson. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Turns into the pile. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
You got to give this defense.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Looking for the marker. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Just had to pick up a few inches on the play, and they do it on 4th down.
I mean, literally, fall forward. That's all you have to do is just give me a little bit of space where I can fall forward and you can push him forward. I like it going forward on 4th down most of the time anyways, but definitely on 4th and inches.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. The give to the back. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Golden Gophers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give is to Smith. Shows him the stiff arm.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future. Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Finds a man in the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Making the adjustment. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Left side, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Put 6 on the board. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. After this, it'll be a wrap. Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the grab. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and